It's Billy the Beard of the Sports Prophets, and I'm here to bring you 2 free game breakdowns for Saturday, December the 23rd. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Don't be shy, get down in those comments. Let us know what you think about these game breakdowns. If you like our content, show some support, smash the like button, but most importantly, turn that notification bell so you're always informed. We are going to start off with a Week 12 matchup that's a rematch between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The Steelers are going to play host to the Bengals. This game is going to be a 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time kickoff. It will be held at what was formerly known as Heinz Field. The Banks took over. It's now Acrisure Stadium. Now, the Bengals, they lost their starting quarterback Joe Burrow for the season. And we have Kenny Pickett, who's been sidelined the last 3 games. Do you think that these Steelers can stop this free fall? They were in playoff contention. They're still there, but they've been skidding out. When you're looking at the Steelers, they're at the bottom of the AFC North. They have a 7-7 record, and they're going to be going into this game with the season on the line. The Steelers, they lost 3 straight games after they beat the Bengals 16-10 in Week 12, but a lot has changed since then. They fired Matt Canada, as my South Park fans say, blame Canada. Now, Kenny Pickett, he's going to miss his 3rd straight game. Mitch Trubisky is not getting the nod here. We have Mason Rudolph, who's ready to make his first start in more than 2 years. The last game I remember, he got his head bashed in. Now, we have the Bengals. They've been banging shit without Burrow. We have the Bengals. Their season looked like it was lost when Burrow was out. He had a season-ending wrist injury against the Ravens in Week 11. Now, they turned to Jake Browning, and he's had his chance in the NFL for over 5 years. He's been waiting, and he's taken full advantage of what's going on. Once an outstanding quarterback for the Huskies, he proves that patience is a virtue. When you're looking at some of these betting trends, the Steelers, they're 4-2 against the spread after a loss, and they're 13-4 straight up in the last 17 games against the Bengals. Safe to say they dominate this team in interdivision play. But what happened in Week 12? The Steelers, they defeated the Bengals 16-10. That was the last win they recorded this season and the last time that the Bengals lost. In the first game, when Canada departed, the Steelers, they went on a season-high 421 yard of offensive production. They snapped the 58-game win streak, or a 58-game streak where they've never reached that 400-yard mark. So they lost the offensive coordinator, they snapped the streak, and then they're a little bit shaky. Injury reports, obviously Joe Burrow's out, Jamar Chase is out, Kenny Pickett, Trenton Thompson, and Minkah Fitzpatrick, they're going to be out for the Steelers. Both teams, they're going into this matchup with a lot on the line. The roster options, they don't look like the beginning of the season, guys. This is a game that's a mosh-posh team. But Mason Rudolph is going to get the start for the Steelers. He is the 3rd quarterback in Mike Tomlin's squad. The Steelers, they did lose 3 of their last 3 games, and they haven't scored more than 19 points in the last 5, right? The Bengals, much better shape after winning the last 3. But the Steelers, they just proved they know how to handle the Bengals. I don't see it being any different. Right now, Cincinnati is a 2.5-point favorite at most shops. So I'm going to go with MGM. They have it at 2.5. Some shops have it at 3. I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers plus the 3. Let's buy that hook, buy that hook, buy that hook to defeat the Cincinnati Bengals covering the spread. Now, we have another game Saturday. We have the Buffalo Bills, and we have the Chargers. Now, the Buffalo Bills, they're a team that's a 12.5-point favorite right now. They're going to visit Los Angeles on Saturday. This game is going to be kicked off at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard over at SoFi Stadium. The Chargers, they're winners of 5 of the last 7 games head-to-head with the Bills, but things look a lot different. They got whomped by the Raiders. They fired their coach. But it's a case where the Buffalo Bills, the season's been heating up for them. Right now they're second in the AFC East behind the Dolphins. They have an 8-6 record. They lost 3 of the last 4 games before getting into that Week 13 bye. And they look a lot better ever since, right? We have the Bills. They dominated the Cowboys, one of the prolific offenses of the year. They dominated the Chiefs, the Super Bowl defending champs. And Josh Allen, he's leading the NFL right now. He has 37 total touchdowns, 26 from the pass. And we're looking at another disappointing season for the Chargers, right? The Chargers, the last season, they lost, since the last season, they lost 5 of the 6 games. After they beat New England by 6, they turned to head coach Brad Staley, and they fired him. They put Easton quarterback as the starting quarterback. We have Justin Herbert, who got hurt, obviously, and it didn't really work out. Staley and the general manager Tom Telesco, they got fired when they lost 63-21 against the Raiders over here. Now we have Jeff Smith. He's taken over this team. He's the interim head coach. What can he do the rest of the season, right? He could just live and pray. But when you're looking at some betting trends, the Bills and the Chargers, they've played under in 8 of the last 10 games. This total has gone under 11 of the last 14 games. The Bills have been on the road 5 of the last 6 times. The Chargers have been at home. Players to watch, we have James Cook. He's been cooking, right? Last game, prolific. He's one of the key players in the recent success for Buffalo. He has gone for 100-plus yards from scrimmage in 5 straight games. Last week, he ran for 179. That's 7.2 yards per carry. Now, we have Micah Hyde out for the Bills. We have Ty Johnson, A.J. Espina. They're questionable. We have Keenan Allen out for the Chargers. Deion Leonard is doubtful for the Chargers. So, you're looking at this game. The Bills, they've really taken their game to another level in the last 2 games. They dominated the best teams in the league on paper, the Cowboys and the Chiefs, right? They are a 12-point favorite going into this game, and that kind of speaks volumes to the level that the Chargers are at. But this LA team does have a better head-to-head record against the Bills. This total right now, I'm seeing it set at 44. And, when you're looking at these trends, you really got to consider what's been going on. We think that it's going to continue that way. The Chargers, they're just inept on the offensive side. Yes, the Bills, they do put up the points, but we are rolling with the Chargers and Bills under 44, available at BetMGM. Lock it and clock it.